I think that's a big one too, of just like reframing the entire thing, like seeing rest as a beneficial aspect of life and health versus seeing it as a negative connotation to not living a full life. I think the culture says push yourself all the time, and yet it's not really that healthy.
Yeah, totally. I mean, especially like if you're in a big city, like I'm here in Sydney, there's very much that group mind almost. Everyone is always like, I need to do more, I need to push, that hustle mentality.
Mm,
And I think that's why burnout and conditions like chronic fatigue and fibromyalgia are so common and on the rise as well,
mm,
because that mentality, that push yourself to the limit and beyond, is so pervasive.
mm. Yeah, there's definitely like a narrative and a culture. If you're not pushing, you're failing kind of thing, or if you're not hustling, you're failing and all that kind of jazz. Can we talk about like no pain, no gain? Because I think that's a common myth that we grew up in of no pain, no gain, man. Like you got to push yourself to get the results. The practice of the baseline is to stop that. But I did have a client once who was constantly pushing herself to the point of pain. When she came in and we set up her movement program for the first initial instance when she was ready to do that, it was like 3 minutes on the floor of some light stretching and some restorative movement. And I said, all right, stop there. And she looked at me and she was like, what? And I'm like, yeah, stop. Like, that's enough. Come back into the office now. And she goes, what do you mean? And I go, well, you're done. She goes, but I'm not even in pain yet. I'm not even exhausted yet. And I said, that's the whole point, silly. This is why you're coming in and doing this, is because what you've been doing hasn't been working. And we need to stop before you get to the point of pain or exhaustion, because that's how we're going to build you up appropriately over time.